Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. Today I wanted to talk to you about urges and OCD. So when you are battling OCD, sometimes thoughts can come in as thoughts, sometimes they can come in as images, sometimes they can come in as memory, as future premonition, or as urges, sensations, feeling like you want this, feeling like this would be a good idea. Um, all of those kinds of things. So with urges specifically, first know that this is extremely common. I would say because I'm talking to people every day, I see this all the time. But I see it most in types of themes that have to do with harm, right? I feel like I actually want to hurt a person, a specific person, or people in general, or religious OCD. I feel like I have an urge of something that goes against the religion. I see it also with homosexual OCD. I feel like I would be attracted or would want to do something. Those kinds of things. Harm OCD is probably the most common though out of those. So what do you do about it? You have to treat this like a regular OCD thought. Just because it's a feeling rather than a thought does not change anything. So treat it exactly the same. Like, yeah, I feel it, so what? Who cares? I'm disregarding. So just like you're disregarding a thought, the same way you're disregarding an urge. And urges can go fairly far. For example, your body can actually like twitch. So say, for example, or kind of make a small movement. So if a person is driving a car and they have a thought of, what if I swerve in the next or in the opposite traffic and crash the car, right? So as they think this, their hand on the wheel, on the steering wheel, actually twitched a little bit or like made a slight movement towards there, right? It's so slight that the car didn't even move, or maybe the car moved a tiny, tiny bit, but the person's like, oh my God, I almost did it, right? That kind of thing. Or say you'll be walking by somebody, and the thought would be, or your general OCD thoughts are, what if I touch this person, right? And you feel like your hand moved, right? Those are kind of very common things. And you felt like you actually, again, the urge, right? Like you felt like you actually wanted it when you did it for that second, right? So it's this action associated with a feeling, right? Extremely, extremely common. So it can go as far as an actual action by the body. It doesn't necessarily have to go that far, but it can. And again, that's common. But just generally feeling like this is what you want, and it can feel extremely real. So it's indistinguishably real. So your thing, what you have to do is just disregard it. Feels real? I'm telling you, it feels real for absolutely everyone. People with OCD are generally, because of how active their brain is, right? They're very intelligent people, and to kind of fool a very intelligent person, it takes an intelligent brain and it takes a lot of brain power, right? And OCD does just that. And it doesn't matter how smart the person is. The OCD feels so real that it will basically bring everyone to their knees because of how real it feels. So don't take the fact that, well, this one feels so real, it must be true. They all feel so real for everybody. For the person who's cleaning, for the person who's afraid to harm somebody, for the person who's afraid that they're not going to get into heaven, it always feels real for everybody. So a thought, a feeling, an image, an urge, a memory, a premonition, treat them all as the same, and treat your themes as the same. And if you worry about OCD recovery also, that's also an OCD theme. Right? If you start to obsessively worry, well, what if this is not OCD? What if my urge means I have something else? No, you don't have anything else. You still have OCD. It's very common. I hope you find my videos helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow. If you have any questions, please ask if you would like to do recovery program with me. All the information is on youhaveocd.com. You can sign up and book the appointment from there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.